Good afternoon to everybody. Welcome to the today class of this Law of Insurance, which is the third year first semester course. If you could happen to see what is posted on the screen, please read what I posted on the screen. Anyone?
Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Till the good is better, better is best. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Professor Dr. Muhammad S. Hussain.
Yes, thank you very much. That means you are with me, I am with you. It gives the sense to me. So, good, better, best. Good is a comparative degree or superlative degree.
Comparative, sir.
Better is a comparative degree. Best is a superlative degree. It is a general degree.
Yes, sir.
Good, better, comparatively best. Never let it rest. So, tell the good is better, better is best. So, this is a jugular word which is having the good meaning over there. So, good afternoon. This is the salutation which I put it over there on the screen. Now, let us come to the point of our study is concerned, the syllabus. There is the paper fifth of the third year, fifth semester. That is, we yesterday that class we did the personal action insurance, where we made the distinction between the personal accident insurance as well as the life insurance. And this class that we will deal the establishment and function of LIC. LIC means yes.
Life Insurance Corporation, sir.
Yes, if any corporation should be there, if any association would be there, if any college, I mean university is there, it will be established through the act. There should be one act would be there. With that only it will be established. Then only that we can say it is a government body. It is a. So let us see the what is the establishment. And here I have shared the screen with somebody else. Yes, can you tell me that what he is doing or she is doing? Yes.
In tab, she is filling the application form, I think, sir.
How could you know that she is filling the applicants? Why could not you say that he is filling the application form?
She might be she only, sir. He or she.
No. Why? How could you say that he or she?
Because the nail polish is there, no,
I
sir.
appreciate.
That's why.
I appreciate. I appreciate. That's I want to know it whether IQ is in proper way or not. The nail polish will show you that it is in the beginning also I felt it. What is this? Then I found it. This is the thing. It is she only because nail polish would be done only by the female. Yes. Establishment and functions of the Life Insurance Corporation of India. That what you have the exactly in our syllabus, and let us see that what it will be there. So let me see the abstract. The short article is aimed at explaining the concept of establishment and functions of the LIC, that is the Life Insurance Corporation. It is made with the Act, that is the Life Insurance Corporation Act of 1956. This act came into existence on the 1st July 1956, started functioning on 1st September 1956. Yes, we have studied that when the act come into existence, when the function come into force, at what instance that we have studied in the General Class Act. It takes a huge amount of the insurance policies, which usually invest in various sectors like private, public, cooperative, joint sector, etc. Presently, the LIC has become the biggest, I repeat, the LIC became the biggest institution which works for the lending. The main operation of the act is to provide the insurance to the people who are in need. It is made to circulate the awareness of the people, that is, the savings of the general public can be converted into the nation building activities, because people will premium wise, the short premium they will deposit in many installment. That amount they could use it giving the loans to the other companies, and that's they will increase the amount also, because instead of keeping the amount ideal. Says the savings of the general public can be converted into national building activities which will help in their need. It is a type of body which has a forever existence and a power to take or hold or dispose the property. Yes, suppose if you did not pay the amount and which you have taken over there, they will auction your property also. Now LIC has also taken a place in the international insurance market and having its offices in Fiji and England, etc. Why Fiji? Yes, anybody? Of course, England, there are many Indians are there, and yes, there is a possibility. Most of the Indians usually go to the England rather than going to Australia or the USA or the New Zealand. Why Fiji? IQ.
Pass on, sir.
There are many, many, many Indians. Even the Prime Minister or President is the Indian. So the Fiji, there are a lot of Indians are there. It is a small island, but it is covered by the many people of the Indians and even the president. I came to know that he is the Indian one also because there you have such a right because the Indian settled over there and got the neutralized and got the citizenship over there. That is the reason that Fiji is there. The most Indians would be. So that is the point. That's why they mentioned the point. So Life Insurance Corporation of India, the Life Insurance Act is established in the year 1956, which started working working to the private insurance to the people. Prior to the commencement of the LIC Act 1956, there were 243 insurance companies. How many? 243 insurance companies which used to deal with the concept of insurance prior to the 1956. Because of the establishment of the act, the business of them was taken over by this act, and it is an institutional of investment under which various people invest their funds in different policies, and the savings are spread into the different types of securities to protect the interest of the long period of time. There are many schemes are there under the LIC. Their money back policy is there, life insurance is there, rider insurance is there. Okay, we'll see that some of them, just an example. This act also helps the other institutions which are working for lending money by the providing loans. The act established the biggest insurance company or corporation of India. Yes, what is the biggest insurance company in Calcutta? Yes, of course, it is
Don't know,
spread in
sir.
India also, especially in South India.
Muthoot
Peerless,
Fearless, yes, sir.
peerless, peerless. The
Yes, sir.
Muthoot is a gold that finance they will give it. Muthoot.
Yes.
And Modippa,
Yes.
Munyappa, Maniappa. Yeah, that is the,
Kerala, I think.
yes.
Kerala,
But Muthoot is purely the Tamilian, I believe.
Tamilian, yes, sir.
Mm. So now you say there are 243 companies are there. Now all the amalgamated and because of this act, it is the public sector. Now it is there. 1956 onwards after this act is passed. Then what is the objective of the LIC of India? Let us see that. Sometimes they will ask the short questions. What are the objectives of the LIC? Then one can say number one, especially works for the rural areas as well as to the people can know about the various insurance policies. So the even the people those who could want to save a little amount they can join in any one of the scheme and pay the premium which is less and they pay in the many installment see that it will be covered over there. So number two, convert the saving into activities of nation building. Suppose if the saving would be there, the LIC will not keep the saving as it is, they will lend it to the other investors for again of course they will take definitely the interest, otherwise how do they give the amount for the people those who are giving the dividends and bonus and shares and some other things. Yes, to provide the full security and efficient service to them at reasonable rates. So reasonable rates are there, and if you deposit in the LIC, that means you deposit in a bank or in the safe side because it is a public institution. Yeah, rather than the depositing the private institutions, like people try to deposit in the nationalized banks, which are recognized by the government. They try to deposit rather than the private. Of course, the private people give the more interest when we want to. What is the highest interest of now the private banks which are giving now for the deposits, fixed deposits?
Don't know, sir.
Is it Indus Valley, Indus? There is one bank is there. Indus.
Indus, sir. INDUS, sir.
Yes, INDUS. That is the bank which is giving the more interest when you compare with other banks. Yes, the safely handle the money of the holders means policy holders because they will feel the more comfortable. They will say the safe and they will sleep with snoring. So that is the point. Of course, nobody will snore unless they do have the habit of it, or there is comes a hierarchy. If their snoring is concerned, to act as a trustees, yes, they are act as a trustees there because your amount is very much safe over there to fulfill the different needs of the community. So people will take the LIC loans also, is it not? House
Yes,
rent,
sir.
house loans. The LIC will provide you if you give the title of the house. I mean the registration document of the house. Even bank also provide the house loan or gold loan. So these are the different. If suppose if you are a bank employee, okay, they will come forward easily. They will give the loan in one day. Are you following me? Because they
Sir.
can deduct from the salary. Before it goes over there, no, that salary will be deducted because they will take the permission. Then there the person who makes the salary, they will deduct and will send to the LIC or any other company circles. Yes, to indulge all the people who are working in the corporation to protect the interest as well as the provide the efficient services will be there to promote the employees to have the dedication towards their achievement. So these are the sureties are there. That's why the people will rely on the public sector insurance companies. So let us see what is the activities of the LIC. So LIC approves the bond, yes, debentures and shares of various financial companies and to provide the long-term loans to them. After providing the loan, it creates a relationship between the other lending institution, that is UTI. What is this UTI? It is also lending institution. Yes, what is that UTI?
Unit Trust of India, sir.
Yes, it is a unit trust of India. See, here I made it clearly that what is the UTI stand for. So UTI is, of course, UTI ULIP also there, but UTI ULIP and UTI, the Unit Trust of India, and they will also give the loans in the UTI in banking sector. It is a lending institution, and suppose if you pay in the UTI, whether it is a taxable or not taxable, income tax benefits are there. Not many are aware of the premium paid toward the ULIP or unit trust for tax reduction under the section 80C. Additionally, the returns out of the policy of the maturity are exempt from the income tax under the section 10 and 10 capital D of the Income Tax Act. So that's why the people will try to keep the money over there. That is about the UTI. Then it also says about the, in addition to the UTI, what they say, again they put it there, IDBI. What is IDBI?
Industrial Development Bank of India, sir.
Yes, it's the Industrial Development Bank of India and was constituted under the Industrial Development Bank of India Act 1964 as a developmental financial institution and came into being on July 1964, where the government order notification dated 1964. So who has taken the biggest loan and who is now taking the shelter in the in London? And he is once upon a
Vijay
time
Mallya.
is
Vijay Mallya, sir.
Vijay Mallya. Yes. Now, how many crores? How many crores?
Oh, don't
Eh?
know, sir. Don't know.
A big amount. It's a very big
Yes,
amount. Yes.
sir.
So now the UTI is there, IDBI is there to make an effective coordination. In India, LIC is regarded as the most competent factor in the security market. It approves the share capital of the companies, whether it is equity or preferential shares. Of course, we will come across the equity share, preferential share, mutual bonds also there. So these are all the share market. The person, those who knows it in the company law, they will have it. But in one way, in another way, I feel it is a gambling. I feel it is a gambling. Share market is. What do you say?
Yes, sir.
Of course, the person those who are very sharp enough, no, they will learn also. But sometimes they are a loser. That's why they will mutual fund. They will keep it. They don't keep it in one company. They keep it in many other companies also because one company loses it, another company they will get the gains. So it is extended to a huge number of the non-financial companies as well. Even the share market is a weak. The LIC is regarded as a perpetual investment fund. Even the share market is a weak, doesn't matter. LIC is a perpetuity would be there. Then definitely they will give the dividends and they will give the bonus, they will give the loans, and everything would be assured over there because for the LIC also RBI assurance is there.
I think is there, sir.
All financial institutions, there is a regulatory body there, separate regulatory body, plus the
IRDA.
assurance, yes, IRDA, and there is a what I say, indemnify the RBI will give the certificate also. If anybody goes wrong, then that RBI will indemnify it. So that is the thing which is the activities of the LIC. Then investment policy, how it can run. It is the duty of the LIC investment policy to provide a generous interest to the holders of the policy, which should be persistent with the safety also. The fund should be utilized properly. The policies which are given by the LIC should be trustworthy, so that the value of the security should not be curtailed, and also help the providing the highest return. So, in other words, we can say that while investing in any type of the insurance funds, the principle of safety, number one, circulation, number two, should be followed in a well-mannered way. Because of this, it creates a great significance, but not only to the policyholder, also to the whole economy. So LIC, when they are investing it, of course, they will not give to loans so easily. They will take the every precaution. They will say that whether he is in a capacity to pay it or not. It's suppose if he is a defaulter, what would be the remedy to get the back the capital amount plus interest? That's why they will take the guarantee of for certain things, so that if the defaulter would be there, they will auction it. They will realize the capital amount with the interest. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. I appreciate. I appreciate. So now the establishment and incorporation of the Life Corporation of India, that is Section 3, it is given over there. So Section 3 deals with the establishment and incorporation of the Life Corporation of India. So now we will see that the central government appoints a corporation which is called as a Life Corporation of India, that is LIC, by giving the notification in the official gazette. Yes, if it is everything should have to publish in the official gazette, then we can say it is authentic. Even if your name also changed would be there, then it should be published in the official gazette. Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
That is a must. That is a
Yes, sir. Must, sir.
must.
That is a must.
Yes, it is come in the official gazette. It shall be corporation which acquires the perpetual existence in the common seal. Yes, if the perpetual existence would be there in the common seal, they will give the assurance over there. It has the power to acquire, dispose, and hold the property, and if necessary, it may sue and sued by its name. Yes, it can sue, it can sued by its name also, because if any person is a defaulter. Now we'll see what are the roles and function of the LIC. Section 6 will clearly mention what is the role and function, because generally if the long questions would be asked how the establishment of the LIC and the roles and function of the LIC, at that instance you have to give in detail everything which has so that your answer should be enough, worth enough for the 15 marks, or good enough for the 15 marks. So section 6 deals with the role and function of the Life Corporation of India. So that is the Life Corporation of India. That is, the corporation shall have the following powers. Now we'll see what the powers are there. Number one, so we can say the bullet point 1, to carry on the capital redemption business, of course, annuity certain business, or reinsurance business, insofar as reinsurance business or pertains to life insurance business. So different type of the business it will undertake it, and that is the Insurance Corporation of India. And subject to the rules in this section, if any made by the central government in this behalf, to invest the funds of the corporation in such a manner as the corporation may think fit, and to take all such steps may be necessary or expedient for the production and realization of any investment. So whenever they are investing in somebody's party, they will take all the precautionary methods. If it is a defaulter, how do we realize the amount, the capital amount with the interest? So, including the taking over of and administering any property offered as a security for the investment until a suitable opportunity arises for its disposal. So, whenever they are giving any loan, of course, they will take the security. Without security, nobody would give. So, suppose if a chit fund company also there, suppose if you have taken the chit, they ask you bring the two sureties, those who are the government employees, or the person those are well in the business field. So that if you are a defaulter, they realize the amount from the surety. So that is the point they will ask it. To acquire or hold or dispose of any property for the purpose of the business. Yes, it will take a lot of care to see that to acquiring the property, to hold the property, to dispose the property, they will take the utmost due care. To transfer the whole or any part of the life insurance business carried in outside India to any other person or persons in the interest of the corporation, it is expedient to do so. So even the person, those who are here, they can transfer it. Suppose if he's staying in America or in other places also, but still he can enjoy the benefit because if he dies over there for the life insurance and his nominee will take the advantage of it. The nominee will step into the shoe of the deceased and claim the insurance money. It is the duty of the insurance insured, yes, insurer to pay the amount to the insured even though he's died, and for his nominee they have to give. To advance or lend money upon the security of any movable property or otherwise. Even for the movable property also or immovable property, definitely they will give it to. For the movable property, like the gold also there, you can put it over there, the gold, which is the movable property. To borrow or raise any money in such a manner and upon such security as the corporation may think fit. So they will also take the any other manner which will think fit for the betterment of the society, plus circulate the amount which they collected it to different bodies by taking due care. To carry on either by itself through any subsidiaries or any other business, in any case where such business was being carried on by subsidiary or the insurer whose control the business has been transferred and vested in the corporation under this act. Because the insurance company itself will not come out of there, or the agents should be there, the promoters are there. Of course, they will promote the business and they will act as an agent and see that there is the liaison between the policy holder or the person, the client, as well as the insurer. To carry on any other business which may seem to the corporation to be capable of being conveniently carried on the connection and in connection with its business and calculated directly or indirectly to render profitable the business of the corporation. So whenever they are investing, they try to see that the in the manner they will invest it, they will get the returns in good. So that's why they act as a prudently. To do all such things as may be incidental or conductive to the proper exercise of any of the power of the corporation. So they are taking a lot of care would be there to conduct and the proper exercise of the such powers to benefit to the public, that is the policy holder or the person, those who are the clients. Yes, in conclusion, that what I want to say is through this article or this is said note, I would like to conclude that Life Insurance Corporation of India basically deals with the savings of the general public. It generally deals with the savings of the general public. But to whom it will give the loan? Anybody? Yes.
Sir,
Yes.
to banks, sir.
Only bank. Even the government also take the loan from the LIC.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, big multinational company also take the LIC. Even you can also take the house loan from the LIC.
Sir.
So savings of the general public, they will save it so it can be converted into a safe investment. That is the point they want to do. They convert it to the safe investment and which also give the highest possible returns. See, they will see that highest possible return will be there. In that only they will give the convert to the investment. Otherwise, if any business which is going to be lost, naturally they will not give that lend the money to that business. Of course, sometimes it may happen because out of 10, at least 2 will be going to losses, but it will be covered by the rest of the 8. So under this act, there are various policies which are made for the people to invest their savings in a well-mannered way. Yes, it is an institution which provides a loan to the people for their proper use. It also provides the house loans, as I told you, no. Can it provide the education loans?
Yes, sir.
Because I never tried, but the bank definitely will provide the education loans. So it also purports to the various other institutions for the working of a loan. Yes, it can be done so. Now the question comes over there. So, yeah, because there are different acts are there which will come into the picture where you can say that how it can work over there. So now we will see these are the certain things which we want to say. Now we will see the in different way the power and functions of the Life Insurance Corporation. That is the same. We can repeat it. Then we'll say that we can get a clear idea about it. The Parliament of India passed the Life Insurance Corporation Act 19th June 1956. That's already we read it. And where the Life Insurance Corporation was created with the 1st September 1956. And Chapter 2, Section 3, Section 4, Section 5 said Act provide for the establishment, constitution and capital of the corporation respectively. Section 6 of Life Insurance Corporation Act 1956 speaks about the powers and functions of Life Insurance Corporation. Just we enumerated it and we can repeat it what exactly it says. So let us see that repetition so that we could remember well. Yeah, Chapter 3, Section 6 of the Life Insurance Corporation Act 1956, functions of the corporation. Number 1, what they say, subject to the rules, if any made by the central government in this behalf, it shall be the general duty of the corporation to carry a life insurance business. Yes, the life insurance LIC does mostly, of course, for non-living things also it will give the loans or it will the policies are there. Yes. So whether it is in or outside India also. And the corporation shall so exercise its powers and this act has to secure that life insurance business is developed in the best advantage of the community. That's why that we told you that centers, branches would be there in the Fiji and England. So number 2, without prejudice to the generality of the provision contained in the subsection 1, but subject to the other provision contained in the act, the corporation shall, however, power. Of course, there are certain powers are there subject to the condition which is stated over there. Number 1, to carry the capital redemption business. Yes, redemption businesses, annuity certain businesses, reinsurance. Now you tell me what is the reinsurance? Yes, anyone?
No, sir. Pass on.
Yes, reinsurance in the sense, suppose a company, insurer, he having the threat that if any untoward incident happened to the insured, he cannot bear that much loss. So that way, again he reinsured with the another big insurer for the protection, so that the division would be there. So another insurer will pay the amount, and this man also pays according to the premium he has to pay to the big insurer. And if any untoward incidents happen, at least he will be saved from the becoming a pauper. So naturally, the insurance company also they reinsure their policies with some other company which is having the high stand. Are you following me? That is called the reinsurance. Especially reinsurance will done in the marine insurances. In the marine insurance, heavy losses will be there. So that one company cannot afford it. So what they do, they will reinsure with the another company which is having the big capital market. And mostly the companies are foreign companies where that their stand as a capital and the policies are very very strong, and that is the reason that they will make it out the reinsurance. Subject to the rules of if any made by the government, central government, in this behalf, invest the funds for the corporation in such a manner that the corporation may think fit and to take all such steps as necessary to expedient for the production of relations with any instrument, including the taking overs and administering and property offered as a security. Even the security which is given over there, that the company should have to administer it in proper way and for the investment until a suitable opportunity arises for the disposal. Suppose if any land would be there or the houses would be there, it is properly given to them for the rent. Otherwise, they'll become those becomes a wild elephant to the insurance company. It is rather loss, but rather than the gain. In such a case, of course, insurance company try to discard such transactions. So to acquire or hold or dispose of any property for the purpose of its business, even they can acquire it, yes, and hold it and dispose it if they are defaulters. If the policy holders, I mean to say, if the lenders are defaulters over there, at the time, whatever the surety, the land, the house would be there, they can dispose of by action. They will take the interest plus the original amount, and the rest of the amount would be there. It will be given to the house owner of any property for the purpose of its business. So that was the thing. To transfer the whole or any part of the life insurance business carried out in or carried on outside India to any other person or person. Even the persons those who are outside India, they can transfer it from one name to another name, but provided they should bring to the notice of the insurer. If in the interest of the corporation and it is expected to do so. So whatever the thing that you want to transfer, it is for the betterment of the insurance company plus the expedition of the work also. So another point you want to say is that to advance or lend money upon the security of any movable or immovable property or otherwise. In any way that we can make it out, either movable property or immovable property, we can get the loan on these securities. and to borrow or raise their money in such a manner upon which the security as the corporation may think fit. So they will raise the money or borrow the money or use the money or invest the money and see that the security which is given over there could have the fruitful results. Otherwise, it will not be useful to give such a loan to such parties where the return is less or loss. To carry on there by itself through any subsidiaries or any other business in any other case where such business was being carried or a subsidiary of any insurer whose controlled business has been transferred and vested in the corporation under that. Suppose if they do the subsidiary business also, they will see that there should not be any loss in the subsidiary business and the investment they put it over there should have the good returns. To carry any other business which may be seen to the corporation to be the capable of being conveniently carried or in the connection with its business. So they also see that the business should be carried conveniently, otherwise there is a heavy loss to them. And calculate directly or indirectly render the profitable the business of the corporation. They will also they see that the business should have give the good what is profit. Then only they will indulge in such an activity. If not, they will keep quiet. So to do all such things as may be incidental or conducive. So whatever the incidental things which comes over there are conducive charges, conducive environment with there to the proper exercise of any other power of the corporation. At the time that definitely it will come to the rescue. In the discharge of any other functions, the corporation shall do act as may be the business principles. So what is the business principle? What is the aim of the business? Anyone?
To
Anyone?
maximize the profit. To maximize the profit,
It is
sir.
the actually to maximize the profit is the business motive. Otherwise, అరే బిజినెస్ చేస్తానా ఎంత వచ్చింది లాభం ఏం లాభం వచ్చింది రూపాయిది బారాణ చేసి పడేసి రూపాయిది బారాణ చేసి పడే అంటే లాస్ చారాణ లాస్ అన్నట్టు అన్నట్టు అన్ని లేదా
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
it is a fact. So now still we do have at least more time in our hand. So we will see that a brief history of insurance company. So whenever the examiner it will be asked over there, try to make side headings always. Always keep the side headings. And each heading you explain. At least a relevant answer. Not whatever you remember. Not whatever you remember. But whatever is asked. సార్ అదేం పని ఏం లేదు సార్ మేం చదివింది రాస్తాం అంతే. ఏమండి పాపం ఎగ్జామినర్ ఎత్తుకోవాలా ఏ క్వశ్చన్ కి ఆన్సరా అని వాడు ఎత్తుకొని నెంబర్ వేసుకోవాలా మళ్ళీ. ఆర్ యూ ఫాలోయింగ్ మీ?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. To make the examiner happy and so that he will, when he happy, he will make you happy. If you torture him, he will torture you. Because it is reciprocal in nature. It is reciprocal in nature. That's why the people will keep the highlight it. They will highlight it. Suppose they were writing with the blue ink, they highlight with the black ink. If they are writing in the black ink, they will highlight with the blue ink. Sir, can you use the red? Please try to avoid the red. Because red is for those who are marking the papers. Or red is for those who are external examiners. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
So now you see the Life Insurance Corporation of India, what it deals and how it can make it out. So a brief history will see it. The story of the insurance is properly as old as the story of mankind. So insurance is not the new concept. ఇంతకు ముందు కూడా ఏం చేస్తామంటే గురుగులు అంటారు చూడండి. గురుగుల ఏంది దాంట్లో రంధ్రం ఉంటది, కాయిన్లు వేస్తా ఉంటాము, రోజుకు ఎంత మిగిలితే అంత కాయిన్లు వేస్తా ఉంటాం.
Yes, sir. Gurukula antaru.
గురుగులు అంటారు కదా,
Kiddy bank, sir.
కిడ్డీ బ్యాంక్ టైప్ ఇది. సో పీపుల్ యూస్ టు కీప్ ఇట్ ఓవర్ దేర్. సో వెన్ ఎవర్ ద అకేషన్ కమ్స్ ఓవర్ దేర్ దే యూజ్ దట్ మనీ. ఈజ్ ఇట్ నాట్ వన్ వే ఆఫ్ సేఫ్ కీపింగ్ ద మనీ?
Yes, sir.
Means it is one way in another way. You keep it, the money, when any untoward incident happen over there, you can utilize that money. So, the insurance is a story of mankind with the old story. The same instinct that prompts modern business today to secure themselves against the loss and disaster exist in primitive man also. Yes, for everything, even ant, when it is the rainy season, it could not get it. So that's why the ant will store the food for the at least the rainy season, because that is the way they will survive. They too sought to avoid the evil consequences of fire and flood as a loss of life, and were willing to make some sort of this sacrifice in order to achieve security. So when any untoward incidents happen over there, then who will come to the rescue? Government. Okay, government will come to the rescue. To what extent? To some extent. But later on, you have to secure it so that that money can be utilized when any untoward incidents happens. So that whatever the amount you will get it for the monthly basis or business basis, you try to keep it, deposit it, or you try to చిట్టీలు వేస్తామని అంటారు చూడండి, చిట్టీలు. So of
Yes,
course
sir.
license ఉండాలి దానికి. సపోజ్ అండ్ ద ట్రస్ట్ ఆల్సో దే కెన్ రన్ ఇట్. సపోజ్ ఇది ట్రస్ట్ రన్ చేసిన అనుకో, వాడు మొత్తానికి పత్త లేకుండా పోయినా అనుకో, అది మీరు ఐపీ పెట్టుకోవాల్సి వస్తుంది. సాల్వెన్సీ. So through the concept of the insurance is largely development of the recent ఐపీ అంటారు. ఏంటిదండి ఐపీ అంటే? ఏంటిదండి?
Installment
ఇన్స్టాల్మెంట్ పిటిషన్.
installment petition.
Through the concept of insurance, largely development of the recent past, particularly after the industrial era, past few centuries, at its beginning date back almost 6,000 years. So that much old, where the investment and depositing and safety would be taken. And life insurance is the modern form, came to India from England in the year 1818. The first and foremost company, insurance company, is Oriental Life Insurance Company, started by the European in Calcutta. So they started is the first company, that is the Oriental Life Insurance Company, started for the Europeans in Calcutta, was the first life insurance company on Indian soil. So all the insurance company established during the period were brought up with the purpose of looking after the needs of the European community, and Indian natives were not being insured by these companies. Of course, there would be certain bias are there, because the Indian natives are not being insured in that company. It is only for the whites. It is made in the beginning, but later on it is stretched to the everybody. So, however, later with the efforts of the eminent people like Babu Mutialal Seal, the foreign life insurance companies started insuring Indian lives. The first time that I heard this name, Babu Mutialal is the Seal, is the person who encouraged the insurance in the European insurance to include the Indians also. However, later with the efforts of the eminent people like Babu Mutialal and other people, the company started insuring the Indian lives. But Indian lives were being treated as a substandard lives, and heavy extra premiums were being charged on them. So they say it's a substandard life, so the death chances are more. That's why the heavy premium is imposed over there. Bombay Mutual Life Assurance Society heralded the birth of the first Indian life insurance company in the year 1870. Then another is Bombay Mutual Life Insurance Assurance Society, that is the society in 1870, and covered the Indian lives at normal rates. The other company know that is the heavy premium would be there, but Bombay Mutual Life Assurance Society is there, which came into the existence, which are the less premium would be there for the lives of the Indians. So, starting as an Indian enterprise with highly patriotic motives, insurance companies came into existence to carry out the message of insurance and social security through the insurance to various sectors of the society. So, in one way, in another way, can't we say the insurance company is a social security institution?
Yes, sir, we can say.
Definitely we can say, because it will come to the rescue when the untoward incidents happen, because whatever the premium that you are depositing it every time, even it can be given up to the extent you made that policy, not more than that. But it is still, it is a good boon also. So it is nothing but it is a social security institution in one form, in another form. So next comes the Bharat Insurance Company, 1896, was also one of such companies inspired by the nationalism. So later on, Swadeshi movement in the 1905 to 1907 gave rise to the more instances company, the United India in Madras, the National India and National Insurance in Calcutta, and the Cooperative Assurance Company took birth in one of the rooms of the Jorosanko, house of the great poet Rabindranath Tagore in Calcutta. So Indian, meanwhile, General Assurance and Swadeshi Life, later Bombay Life, were some of the companies established during the same period. సార్ రాక రాక ముందుగల కలకట్టాలనే డెవలప్మెంట్ ఎందుకండి? కలకట్టాలనే ముందుగాల ఎందుకు స్టార్ట్ అయిందండి? ఎవరైనా చెప్పండి.
I
Yes,
think there are more educated people are there, sir.
that is the only place where the European came and conquered the Calcutta harbor.
Yes, sir.
Later on, they moved to the Madras and Bombay.
Bombay.
That's why East India Company is not in Madras.
It is in
It is in
Calcutta.
Calcutta. So that is the reason we can say, because they came with a voyage, no? నీటి మార్గంతో
Yes, sir.
వచ్చారు కదండి వాళ్ళు, సముద్ర మార్గంతో.
Yes, yes, sir.
So that is the reason it is first they were there. So the Calcutta comes. We never say, can you say Bombay, Madras, Calcutta, or Calcutta, Bombay, Madras, or Calcutta, Madras, Bombay? Which is the way that we will say? Yeah? First Calcutta, first Bombay. Of course, when you say alphabetical order, Bombay, Calcutta, Madras.
Bombay.
So later Bombay Life, where some of the companies established during the same period. So prior to 1912, India had no legislation to regulate insurance business. In the year 1912, the Life Insurance Companies Act and the Provident Fund Act were passed. The Life Insurance Companies Act 1912 made it necessary that the premium rate, tables and periodical valuation companies should be certified by an actuary. మనం చెప్పాము, who is actuary?
He is the agent, sir.
No. He is an expert who is well versed in mathematics and statistics, who can, by the calculation, fix the premium of the insurance company premium as well as the pension premiums. So that person is called actuary. So, but the act discriminated between the foreign and Indian companies on many accounts, putting the Indian companies at a disadvantage. Of course, there is some biasness would be there, and hence they will have the stepmotherly attitude. And that was the reason we can say in one form and another form. The first 2 decades of the 20th century saw a lot of growth in the insurance business, and from 44 companies with the total business in force of the 22.44 crores, it rose to 176 companies with a total business force of the 298 crores in 1938. Of course, we cannot remember all those things, but there is a mushrooming of the insurance companies, many financial and so on, and concerns over the floated with the failed measurables. Of course, many mushroom growth of the companies are over there. Those who can survive it, they survive. The rest of things, it will rise to the ground. Then the Insurance Act of 1938 was the first legislation governing not only the life insurance but also the non-life insurance. Earlier only the life insurance was there. But after 1938, there is the insurance for non-life insurance to provide the strict state control over the insurance business. The demand for the nationalization of the life insurance industry was made repeatedly in the past, but it gathered momentum in the 1944 when a bill to amend the Life Insurance Act 1938 was introduced in the Legislative Assembly. Now we will see that however, it was much later on the 19th January 1956, the life insurance India was nationalized. So life insurance is nationalized in the 1956, and that is the thing where we can make it out. The other thing after that only, we will see that LIC has a 6 zonal offices, 33 divisional offices, 212 branch offices, and so on and so forth. But the time is up 5:46 now. So If anything is left, we will deal it tomorrow. Then we will see some of the milestone insurance business in India. What happened? When happened? There the landmark years are there. We will see in the tomorrow class in detail because it is the establishment and function of the LIC that we are discussed today. And again, we will repeat it in elaborate way the tomorrow the same thing. Then the after tomorrow, then we will go to the liability arising out of the accidents are concerned. We will see in the next class. So with this, I would like to say thank you. So thanks for the patience
Thank you, sir.
listening. Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Muhammad Saib Hussain, and I see you tomorrow at the same timings at the 5 o'clock. By that time, I would like to say goodbye to you. Have a good day. Then I will end my meeting of all. Ending